So if you can tell already by the look, it is my first Valentine's Day video. So this is the Glam Valentine's Day look that I was talking to you guys about, and it's just one of a few more that I have planned. But I love the way this look turned out. So what I did was use plums and purples and pinks and just kind of smoked it out and made it very pretty. I hope that you guys like it. I love the way that it turned out. I also tried to use some more affordable products just because I've seen that in a few comments that I've gotten, a few messages that I've gotten. So I hope that you guys like it. If you want to learn how I did this look, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so we are primed and prepped. Brows are on, and we are using the Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette today. That's what this guy looks like here. So we are going to take a nice fluffy brush like this guy. This is the JH30, and we're going into Hush Hush, which is this color right here. We're going to apply that right in the crease area, just above the eyelid. Start creating a nice little shape for this. I'm doing circular windshield wiper motions towards my brow just so I can flick it up. Once we're done with that shade, we are going to go into Rockstar, which is this violet tone here, and we are taking still a fluffy brush, just a little more dense, and this is the JH36. And this color is going to go right below that first color. What I like to do with darker tones, just because they're a little overwhelming, is I like to make sure I stamp them out in the outer corner first, where I'm okay with them being the darkest, and then I work my way in. This just makes sure that everything blends in a little more smooth than with you going straight into the middle of the lid, just because you don't know how much you're depositing. Once you've already put most of the product on that outer corner, you feel okay enough to just blend that into this crease area here, and you're still flicking up at the end. Alright, once we've got a shape, we can go ahead and work on some of the lid. For the lid, we are going to take this Bling shade right here, and we are going to apply that using a stiff flat brush. So what I like to do for shimmer shades like this is I pack the color onto the brush, I take my Fix Plus and I spritz it, and then we're going to pat that onto the lid. And we're going to stay with the very inner corner. I'm not doing a cut crease, but I am starting a shape with this shade. It's not going to be the smoothest, but that's okay. I'm going for more of like a smoky, blended look versus a very sharp cut crease. And we're going to drag that pretty much right over half of your lid. Just like that. Now with the smaller brush, we're going to take the shade Pizzazz, which is right here. This is Pizzazz. And we are going to do the same thing. Except we're going to do this, we're going to pat this onto the outer corner. Blending that into the darker color. You can drag it in, you can drag it out, and what this is going to do is just going to blend the three colors together, the lighter tone, the darker tone, and then Pizzazz. Okay, so once I've already got the colors on, I'm just going to go back with a pointed blending brush and use that shade Rockstar, and we are going to just deepen up this crease a little bit, bring some definition back to the look. So in this inner corner, I'm just wiggling that in between back and forth to make sure we're keeping the shape of the look brought in. And then I don't know if you see that I brought it up a little more on that side. So what I'm gonna do is go back into the blending brush that we used for that Rockstar shade. Very light amount, and we are going to just blend it up a little bit. Perfect. And then go back to your original shade, and we're just gonna clean up a little bit. Using Hush Hush and that blending brush, we're just gonna run this through here just to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Last shade we're gonna use is this shade right here, which is called Sparks. We're gonna take Sparks on a more dense, stiff brush, a little smaller, because we're gonna keep that right in this outer corner here. And what I'm doing is just patting and packing this color right here. And I'm also gonna work it up into the other shades that we've got going on in this outer corner, just to blend everything through. Before I continue, what I'm gonna do is take a wipe, and I'm gonna just create the same sharp wing that I have out here just on this side. Once I've got the shape that I want, I take a stiff flat brush like this, and I'm gonna take some more of the Sparks shade, and I'm going to just line it out. Use that Sparks shade as a liner versus a black. All right, we are going to do mascara and put our lashes on. All right, so I've zoomed you guys out. I did wear my Kiss lashes in the number 11. I love these lashes just because they come out already pretty much to my eye size, so I don't have to do much to them, but they're also really light on. So if you guys are looking for something to wear for Valentine's Day just to change the look up, I would highly recommend those. They come in like a set of 2, and they're like $9, and I was gonna say 1,000 uses, but that's a little overboard. I honestly would get maybe about 10 uses from each pair if I'm really careful and I don't put too much mascara after I've already applied them. So I highly recommend them. We're gonna move on to the face, and for the face, we're gonna use our Dr. Brandt Pores No More primer, and then I am also going to use my Mineral Veil primer with the Drunk Elephant D Bronzi mixed into it. Great, so once that's done, for foundation today we're using the Colourpop No Filter Foundation. My shade is medium 90. So I'm gonna take a few pumps of that on the back of my hand, and we're gonna work that in using a beauty blender. Okay, so for concealer today, we're gonna use this Tarte Creaseless Concealer. This used to be in like a tube, and then they put it inside one of these containers that's got an applicator. So this is a very full coverage concealer, and at first I didn't like it, so I have to give a disclaimer with it. It's very full coverage, so less is definitely gonna be more. And what I like to do is apply farther away from the very inner corner of my eyes first, and work that into that corner there, just because otherwise it's definitely gonna crease on you throughout the day. You don't have to use much of this. I don't even like insert into the container. I just use whatever is on the applicator. This shade is in the shade Fair Light Neutral. So today we're gonna switch it up. I'm gonna use the Airspun powder. This is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, and this you can get, there's a lot of product in here. This you can get at like CVS, Walgreens, Walmart. I wanna say it's like $7, but it is an amazing setting powder. If you're looking for something drugstore that's a little more inexpensive. The only thing is that it's got a weird scent, and I don't think that everyone can get over that, but it doesn't bother me. While that's setting, we're gonna go back into our eyeshadow palette, and we are going to finish up the eyes. So to finish up the eyes, we're gonna do exactly the same thing we did at the top on the bottom, except we're gonna start off with smaller brushes, obviously. So we're gonna go into Hush Hush and Rockstar, and we're going to start blending those two to smoke out our lower lash line. All right, so once we have those two on, we're gonna use this guy right here, which is the JH43 and Sparks, and we are going to wiggle that right onto the lash line. Okay, for inner corner and brow highlight, we are going to use this Too Faced highlight in Love Light. that, I'm using a Morphe M321 brush. We're gonna brush that right underneath the brow. Here. And then the inner corner. Great. Once we've done that, we can go ahead and move on to the rest of the complexion. So to set my face and dust off the setting powder, I'm gonna use the medium golden by MAC. Once we're done setting and like dusting everything off, what I like to do is take a, what is this, a tapered brush just like this one, and this one's by Luxie. And this is an extra step, you don't have to do this, but this is a MAC Studio Fix C2 powder. And what I'm gonna do just to add some highlight, since we did use the lighter concealer, is put this right under the eyes here. In the very inner corner, just to brighten this up. So to contour and bronze today, we're going to use the Shaded Light palette by Kat Von D. And you guys know the drill, so I'm going to use the outer two shades to contour and the center shade to bronze. Again, using that Too Faced highlighting in Rays of Light, we are going to highlight the face. I'm going to take that, and this is it's Ray Ray and BH Cosmetics collection. We're going to highlight right here. And for blush today, I'm going to use a palette by BH Cosmetics, and this is the Nude blush palette. I love this palette. I think it was like $10, and it's got so many really pretty shades. You can go from summer to winter, and it even has some highlight. It's a really good palette. So I'm going to take my blush brush, and I'm going to just mix a few shades here. So let's just spritz our face. I'm using an Algenist hydrating setting mist. Sorry, I just started applying it. For the lips, I'm using Bobbi Brown Art Stick Liquid Lip in the color English Rose. Okay guys, this is the finished look right here. I'm gonna go over the lips real quick just because I kind of didn't even really explain it. I found a lip color that I liked and I just went for it. So I used a Bobbi Brown Art Stick Liquid Lip in Elegant Rose. And then I thought I needed a little something extra, so I added a lip gloss, and this is the ILUVSARAHI Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in Glass Lip. And I think that did it. It's a nice, comfortable lip. I always feel like you should, I don't know, for sexy looks and Valentine's Day looks, I feel like your lips should be tempting and just, they shouldn't be able to focus because they're looking at your lips, you know? That kind of vibe. So I love the way this combo worked out. I love the way the eyes worked out. I know this isn't your usual glittery, brown, smoky, gray, smoky eye, but I thought it was really pretty. If you're wearing a black dress or some heels and a nice top, this is gonna work great for you. I feel like the eyes look super sultry. The lashes really help make it pretty and flirty. So I hope you guys really liked it. If you'd like to see more looks like this, just comment down below, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe to my channel. That way you know exactly when I'm posting. Keep up with my posts on Instagram so that you know when the video is coming up. I do have a few more videos planned for Valentine's Day. But as far as this one goes, guys, I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time.